Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, take a look at this video, and I'll catch you guys at the end of it. We'll review. Watch.
Actually stronger than the ordinary mosquito that they were trying to fight. And now that caused an even bigger problem for the rest of the world and for South America, where the experiment was conducted. So now these experiments are happening here in Africa, in Burkina Faso, and they're taking advantage of the lack of knowledge of our leaders. Yeah, because the mayor of the area where this experiment is conducted in Burkina Faso was asked, "Did you know anything about this experiment that they are doing right now in Burkina Faso being banned in South America?"
And the government granted Target Malaria permission to release the genetically altered mosquitoes. A first, it seems, on the African continent. We're going to talk to the mayor.
Only, of course, I am not a scientist and cannot know whether these genetically modified mosquitoes can cause other problems.
Est-ce que ces moustiques-là transformés génétiquement ne vont pas créer d'autres problèmes?
Did you know that there was a similar project in Brazil?
No, I don't know anything about that.
The mayor doesn't know about the Brazilian field trial, but we do. In September 2019, the prestigious science journal Nature published a report by independent researcher Jeffrey Powell. He was worried by his findings.
I have a project going on in Brazil with people in Rio de Janeiro. And I heard about this program going on in Jacobina where they're doing these releases of Oxitec. So I think, okay, if they're not doing it, maybe we should check to see if it's happening.
What happened is that you and your team, you physically captured genetically modified mosquitoes to see what happened with them, right?
Right. We wanted to check, do any of the genes that were in the release strain now incorporated into the natural population or the target population? Okay. And that's what we found.
The gene modification experiment failed twice. First, the mosquitoes could not be eradicated. Second, the genetically modified mosquitoes reproduced with the endemic population and passed on their modified genes. Jeffrey Powell fears that all mosquitoes in the area may now be more robust.
So my question is that they could have been more robust to what? Insects?
Just to have a better viability, be stronger, maybe have a quicker development time. These are all things which you can find when you make hybrids. Sometimes they can develop faster, they become larger, they live longer, they're more fertile. That's what I'm thinking.
Now that you watched that video, what do you think? A few weeks ago, Bill Gates came to Kenya and he was promoting his GMO stuff, along with that he wants us to take, and he claims that will stop the spread of the pandemic. I don't want to call the name of the disease. See, this is how they lie to us. They bank on your ignorance. Bill Gates went to Makueni district, Machakos, and met Mutula Kilonzo. I believe he's the governor there. And the guy was cheesing, smiling, shaking hands, looking intimidated by Bill Gates because he's meeting one of the richest person in the world. Bill Gates posing as a philanthropist, lying to people, telling us that he has been eating GMO since he was a kid. Come to find out, GMOs are being rejected everywhere in the world. Everywhere. The only place that you see that GMOs are being used are places where you have ignorant leaders. And it's very unfortunate that President William Ruto last week or a few weeks ago when he was being interviewed by the KBC, and he said he's a scientist and he said GMOs are safe. We can eat genetically modified foods. I mean, this is the kind of madness we are talking about. William Ruto, it's either you're really ignorant or you're a fake scientist. It's one of the two. On this point, Mr. William Ruto, I disagree with you. GMO foods, GMO products, GMO anything should be banned from Kenya. We should treat GMO products as drugs, cocaine. You see how cocaine and every other illicit drugs are banned in Kenya? That's the same way we should treat GMOs. Banned, totally, get rid of it. In Russia, you cannot find GMOs. Why do you think there's a high volume of people suffering from diseases? Cancer, heart problems, so forth, so forth. It is because of these kind of foods. We need to rid ourselves of these kind of foods. Do not let any GMO products come to Kenya. Please, William Ruto, if you're seeing this, and please, for you freaking politician, Mutula Kilonzo, Ledama, Arion Cheirot, Choriot, Kipchunga Markomen, I know you're a CS for transportation, but still you're from Rift Valley. Boni Halwale, Musalia Mudavadi, Rigi G, President William Ruto. Stop this madness. These things have a long time consequences. You're going to kill people slowly. We cannot have a population that consume these toxins that will cause cancer and every other disease that comes with it. We already have enough problems. Half of the population is living below the poverty line. Let's stop this madness. This is what I'm saying. And it's a shame that we see this so-called scientist make a press conference when Bill Gates came over and claimed that GMOs are safe for consumption. What kind of scientists are this? Can you show me the studies that support that GMOs are good for us? Stop it. Stop it right now. Parliamentarians, senators, governors, push for a bill that bans GMO products from Kenya. I'll keep this video short, so please like, subscribe, and share. Tell your local politicians, let's not let this debate go away. Let's put pressure on our politicians. Let them be educated on the issue, and let's ban GMOs. That's all I have to say today. So subscribe, like, share, and tell me what you think. Peace.